guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it's your girl Fayy Lenee back with another video. And if you are not new, then you already know what it is. So thank you so much for coming back for another video and to hang out with me for today's Best of Beauty. Today's video is going to be the last Best of Beauty within the series that I have been doing this week. There are 4 videos total, so if you have not watched the other videos, I've done a Best of Beauty for primers, foundation, and concealers, for eyeshadow palettes, and now today we are going to be talking about best drugstore products from 2018. So definitely be sure that you catch up on all of the other videos after you are finished watching this one, because I mentioned a lot of really bomb products that you definitely need in your life. But as I mentioned, for today's video, we're going to be focusing on my top favorite products for 2018 from the drugstore. So if you are someone that is a beauty on a budget, or you just like to save your coins, then this video is going to be for you. So definitely be sure to go ahead and take some notes. But as usual, I will have all of the products that I mentioned in the video listed and linked for you down below in the description to make it super easy for you. So if you want to just chill and grab a snack and just watch the video, I will have everything listed and linked for you guys down below. If you are not already subscribed, definitely be sure that you go ahead and click the red button down below to join my fam here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so as I mentioned in the intro, I have already done 3 other videos within my Best of Beauty series. So there is going to be a slight bit of overlap with some of the products that I'm going to mention in today's video. But the products that I have mentioned in those previous videos, I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about. So you can go back to those videos and get more information about any of those particular products if you're interested in them. To start off, I'm actually going to mention a couple of skincare products. I only have 3, so I'm just going to go ahead and get those 3 out of the way so that we can go ahead and get into the makeup. And the very first products that I have to mention are these simple makeup wipes. Now this particular pack is empty because I have been running through these like crazy. I do have another pack in my bathroom currently, but these are the simple sensitive skin cleansing wipes. And these do remove waterproof makeup as well as just, you know, your everyday makeup. But if you are like me, you have gone through so many different brands makeup wipes trying to find one that you really like. I personally prefer a makeup wipe that is going to be very moist. And if you have not tried this little trick, I do recommend storing your makeup wipes upside down. It just helps to keep the one at the top that you're going to pull out the most moist as possible. I'm gonna stop saying moist because it's just, but yes, I do like my makeup wipes to just be pretty wet so that whenever I take it out and I'm wiping makeup off of my face, I'm not just running a dry cloth across my face. Like, I want it to actually remove my makeup. And I also don't like for my makeup wipes to leave that oily, greasy residue that I have found that many other makeup wipes that I have used in the past do leave behind. And these do not. They're super affordable. You can find them at Target or Walmart or even Ulta. But of course, Target and Walmart are going to sell them for the lowest price. I normally get mine for like $4.99, or you can get two wipes in one pack for like $8. And these are just so good. These are the only makeup wipes I use now. They're gentle on the skin. They don't break me out. They get the job done. These are bomb. So the next product I have is a toner. This is the Neutrogena Acne Stress Control Triple Action Toner. This is another product that I have mentioned on my channel several times in the past. It's super affordable. Again, you can find it pretty much anywhere Neutrogena is sold. But of course, Walmart and Target are going to have them for the lower end of the price range, which is usually around about $5 or $6. I really like this toner because it does a really great job of just cleansing anything that may have been left behind after you wash or cleanse your face with your cleanser. It's gentle on the skin. It helps to prevent breakouts before they start. And it just really does a great job, like I said, of just cleansing and just leaving your face really refreshed so that your moisturizer and serum or whatever else you're putting on top of your skin is going on a very clean face. So this is one, again, that I do really like. It says on here that it treats acne before it emerges, which I just mentioned that. It helps to eliminate oil and shine and refreshes and soothes. So this is a product I've been using for years, like literally 4 years, and I keep going back to it. It is really, really good. The best toner in my opinion at the drugstore. And then last but not least for skincare products, I have the L'Oreal Pure Clay Cleanser Detox Brighten Clay to Mousse cleanser. So this actually came out in 2018, I'm pretty sure. They launched some masks and some cleansers and just a bunch of different things with this particular line. But this one I really, really like because it is a clay cleanser. You guys know that I have oily skin, so this one in particular does a really great job of just cleansing really deep into the skin. But the other thing that I really like about this is that it lathers up into such a rich lather. I personally really like for my cleansers to lather up like really, really rich. I just feel like my face gets much more clean that way. And this one does that. And then, like I said, it also helps to detox and brighten. And it's supposed to remove everyday impurities such as dirt, oil, and pollution. So this one right here, I've tried, again, a lot of drugstore cleansers. This one became my favorite in 2018. Such a great cleanser. Okay, so next up, I'm going to mention a couple of primers, foundations, and setting sprays. Again, I did already do videos on these products, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about them. I'm just going to kind of quickly mention them to you guys, and I will have the videos linked for you so that you can check them out after this video. But the first primers that I want to mention are the CoverGirl True Blend primers. They actually came out with a full line of primers this year for different skin concerns, and the two that I have really been loving are the skin smoothing and the pore minimizing, which of course are the two skin concerns that I have. They did not come out with a mattifying primer in this particular line, I don't think. Otherwise, that would probably be one of my favorites as well. But I do really like both of these. They essentially do the same thing. Skin smoothing, pore minimizing. Is basically the same. They both accomplish the same thing, and they both do a really great job of just smoothing out the skin. And then also I had to mention the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. This is not a new primer to 2018, but it is a bomb primer if you are looking for a primer to help control oil on your skin. This primer is a dupe to the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, which is another one of my absolute favorites. But if you don't want to spend the $54 to purchase that primer, this is a really great dupe. So next up for foundations, I have three to share with you guys. The first one is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD Longwear Foundation. This foundation has been bae for me all throughout 2018. You can look at the bottle and see I have literally scraped every just about like amount of foundation out of this bottle possible. I am wearing the foundation on my skin today, and you can just see how beautiful, how smooth, how flawless this foundation looks on my skin. It is gorgeous, and it's super lightweight. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. Out of all of the foundations that I'm about to mention to you, if there's one that I would recommend hands down, it would be this one. They did recently come out with a couple of new shades as well. They can of course continue to expand on the darker end of the spectrum, but this foundation right here, so good. The next one that I have is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This is another foundation that is also really good if you have oily skin. It applies to the skin really beautiful, leaves your skin looking flawless, and it lasts a really, really long time throughout the day. I have mine in the shade 12.5, and this one was a very close second to the LA Girl one. This one is equally as good, definitely worth trying out. And then last but not least, I had to give a shout out to the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Foundation. This one launched in 2018 and was created in collaboration with Alyssa Ashley, who is a creator here on YouTube. She did not create the formula per se, but she did help them with curating the shades, and she did a really, really great job with that. She really covered all the bases from undertones to just the shades in general. And I believe that this foundation has 40 shades, if I'm not mistaken. I did do a full review on this foundation when it originally launched, so I will try to find that video and link it for you guys if you're interested in checking that out. And I did also mention this in my Best of Beauty foundation and concealers video. So if you want more information or just want to hear me talk a little bit more about this or the other two, because I did mention those in that video as well, I will link that video so that you can check it out. So while we're on complexion products, I do have one concealer to mention to you guys, and it is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. Now, I don't believe this concealer launched in 2018, but as far as drugstore concealers go, this was definitely a concealer that I was all for in 2018. It may have launched in 2018 though, actually, because I remember when all the drama was happening with the Tarte Shape Tape, everyone was saying that this concealer was like a dupe to that. And I remember a lot of like reviews and videos coming out of people comparing this to the Tarte Shape Tape. So this may have launched in 2018. I'm not for sure. But regardless, this is a really great concealer. I have mine in the shades C10, C12, and I also have a C8, which is just a little bit lighter if I want a really bright under eye. But these are really good. I would compare them to the Tarte Shape Tape. I do have both concealers, and I would definitely compare this to that, except obviously for a much more affordable price. But I do have it under my eyes today, and as you can see, it just looks flawless. It doesn't crease under my eyes, and it dries down similar to the Tarte Shape Tape in the sense that it's kind of like a matte, it dries down like a matte concealer. So this one right here, I think it's like maybe $6, I'm not for sure, but it's definitely worth every penny. And then the other product that I wanted to mention is the Pro Fusion Brow Palette, which looks like this. This one I actually found out about towards the second half of 2018, but I have been using this nonstop. I used to use the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. I literally like never reach for that anymore because I'm always reaching for this. This is such a great product, and for the price, for it to be affordable, the quality is amazing. I typically use these two shades over here on the end, and I just like to use these after I've already filled in my brows if I need to fill in any gaps, or just kind of like just smooth everything together, bring everything together, put some final touches on my brow. I will go in with this. But it does come with 2 brow powders, 1 highlight powder, and 1 brow gel, which I never use. But it is a full little brow kit, and it does come with a spoolie or dual-ended brush that has a spoolie and a brush side, which I also don't ever use. But this is a really, really great brow palette for a very affordable price. Okay, so next up, let's talk about lashes. So the first thing that I want to talk about is mascaras, and then I have an actual pair of lashes that I want to mention as well. So I have 2 mascaras to mention to you guys. The first one is the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara that was created in collaboration with Shayla, Makeup Shayla, here on YouTube. This has honestly been my go-to mascara pretty much all 2018. This is such a great mascara, and honestly, if I had to choose one drugstore brand that is my favorite when it comes to mascaras, it would definitely be Maybelline. Like, the very first mascara that I ever purchased was the original Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara, and that was my favorite for the longest time. And this one is just as good. I think the main difference between this one and that one is that this one is a little bit blacker. That one was pretty black, but this one is a little bit blacker, and the brush on the original one was a little bit more full and like fluffy, but the overall end result is the same with this one as it is with that one, except like I said, this mascara is a little bit darker. But if you haven't tried it out, I definitely recommend it. It's affordable. I think it's like $6.99 at most, like Walmart, Target. It's pretty inexpensive. And then also another mascara that came out in 2018 was the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And I have mine in the shade, I think it's just Black is Black. Yeah, Black is Black. This mascara is very similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So if you are someone that is a fan of that mascara, I would recommend checking this one out if you want to save some coins. But as you can see, the brush is almost exactly the same. It's not exactly the same, but it's almost exactly the same. The bristles on this one are almost pretty much all exactly the same length. On the Too Faced one, they kind of have like different lengths that help to like really grab onto your lashes. But regardless, this is still a really great mascara for the price and is very, very similar to the Too Faced one. And then lastly for lashes, I only have 1 pair to share with you guys, and most of you guys probably already know what I'm about to mention, but they are by Eylure, and these are the Faux Flawless lashes that were created in collaboration with Nicole Guerrero. I literally probably have 6 of these on backup right now in my lash drawer. These lashes are so good. I do have them on my eyes right now so you can kind of see what they look like. They are just so good, okay? So good. I have no words for these lashes. She came out with a couple of styles, and these are by far my favorite. They're just perfect. I mean, literally for a drugstore lash, I used to be like all about the Ardell lashes, but these, girl, if you have not tried them, you can find them at Walgreens. And I thought they were supposed to be limited edition, but I actually was in Walgreens the other day and I saw them on the rack, like back by the lashes. So they're still in the stores. I recommend picking these up. If you see them, grab them. They are so good. They're like the perfect balance of like natural but still like full and wispy and lightweight on your eye. They're just everything. Just everything. I literally had to force myself to try out other lash styles and other lash brands just for you guys, like for other looks, because I was constantly wearing these lashes on my eyes. They're so, so good. Okay, so we are almost done. I have a couple of face products and then some lip products, and then we'll be finished. Well, and then some setting sprays, and then we'll be finished. So the first face product I want to share with you guys, actually all of these are bronzers, and the first one that I have to share with you is by L'Oreal. These came out in the summer. These are the L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It Sun-Kissed Bronzers for face and body. I have two of them. I have the medium and the deep bronzer. Yeah, medium and deep bronzer. These are really, really nice bronzers. I wish that they would come out with more shades because they only have 3 shades. They have light, medium, and then deep. But I don't feel like this deep bronzer would be deep enough for like my really deep, dark complexion girls. Like, I don't feel like this bronzer would be dark enough, and the medium bronzer like it's barely dark enough for me. I mean, it almost looks like my same skin tone, but when you apply it as a bronzer, it does look slightly darker, but honestly it's like almost not dark enough even for me. So I wish that they would expand the shade range on these because these are really good. They do have a little bit of like shimmer on them, but when you apply them to your face, you don't see the shimmer at all. There's almost no kick up on these bronzers, and they just apply to the skin like butter. They're so good. The next bronzer that I want to mention to you guys is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is another bronzer that I really hope that they come out with more shades because this bronzer is so good. I was on the fence about trying it for a really long time just because I felt like the shade range would not work for me. But I just decided to pick it up one day. I have the shade Deep Bronze, and it does work for me. But again, it's almost like if it were summer and I had a tan, this would not work for me. So I really, really hope that they expand the shade range. It smells amazing. It literally smells like everything that is summer, and it's just such a great bronzer. It's another one that just applies like butter, so smooth and natural on the skin, and I just wish more people could try it out. But this is the darkest shade, and it is not dark by any means. It's not dark by any means. All right, so let's talk about highlighters. Now, the drugstore really started coming through for the girls with the highlighters in 2018. I feel like for the longest time, it was kind of difficult to find a highlighter at the drugstore that really gave you that like bam in your face wow effect. And these ones that I'm about to mention to you, girl, they get it done. Okay, so the very first one that I want to mention is the Maybelline Master Chrome. These launched in 2018, and I'm just obsessed. So I have 2 shades. I think they come in maybe 3 or 4 shades. I'm not for sure, but I have 2 shades. I have Molten Gold and Molten Rose Gold, and both of these are stunning. I'll show you guys swatches real quick. These highlighters are so buttery, smooth, and so intensely pigmented. So this is the gold one, and this is the rose gold one. I mean, can we just appreciate, like, so good. Next up, I have 2 highlighters from L'Oreal. These are from their Crushed Foil collection, which launched the second half, like after summertime of 2018, I believe. I'm pretty sure. But I have 2 shades, which I feel like this one may have come in 3 shades, but I don't remember for sure. But I have Gilded Gold and Rose Quartz. So again, a gold one and like a rosy tone one. And I'm going to swatch these for you as well. The formula of these is similar to the L'Oreal one. These are actually a little bit more smooth, a little bit more buttery to the touch. But I have the gold one here and the rose toned one here. So this one, the gold one, is actually more bronzy than this gold one. This one is like more intensely like metallic, whereas this one, it kind of has like shimmery glitter in it and it's more of like a bronze. And then this one over here, the pink tones in it are not as intense as this one. But I think between the 4 of these, they definitely have the bases covered as far as drugstore highlighters are concerned. All 4 of these are absolutely beautiful. And then the last 2 highlighters I have to share with you guys are not new to 2018, but they were new to me in 2018. And I was immediately obsessed with them after I tried them out. I was like, what? Where have these been all my life? These are from Physicians Formula, and they are the butter highlighters. So I actually picked these up. Initially, I was going to get the butter bronzer, and when I saw it in the store, like I mentioned, I didn't buy it at first immediately because I thought that the shade was not going to be complementary to my skin tone or wasn't going to show up on my skin tone. I, of course, did end up going back and getting it later, but while I was in there, I saw that they had highlighters. So I went ahead and picked up 2 shades, and they actually have a ton of different shades. They have, I think, maybe 5 or 6 shades, and they have like a deeper bronze shade for like deeper skin tones, which is great. But I have 2 shades. I have champagne and I have rose gold. So are you guys seeing a trend, a pattern here? But these highlighters are so intense, you guys. I mean, we're going to see in comparison to these, but I don't know. These highlighters are really intense. So I have the gold one and the rose gold one. So there they are right there. And even swatching them on my hand, they just feel so silky smooth going across my hand. They are beautiful. Now, I will say, sitting next to the other highlighters, they don't look as intense. But honestly, these highlighters are so beautiful and they are buildable to such an intense glow. And the thing that I really love about these is the formula is so smooth that they don't emphasize texture at all. They just lay on the skin beautifully and they wear beautifully throughout the day. Now, these highlighters are a little bit more on the pricey side. Physicians Formula in general just tends to be a little bit more on the pricey side. But if you're gonna pick up a highlighter, or if you're gonna pick up a product from Physicians Formula, the highlighter and the butter bronzer would be the products that I would recommend, just because they are on the higher end of the price range in the drugstore. But I mean, you can't deny, like, so good. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly mention 2 setting sprays and then we can get into the lip products and we can wrap this video up. So the first setting spray that I wanna mention is from Morphe. It's the Continuous Setting Mist. This setting spray is really, really good. I did mention it in my primers and setting sprays for oily skin, which again, I will link for you guys. So I'm not gonna talk too much about either of the 2 of these, but if you have not tried this, I do recommend it. I think it retails for like $15, but the idea of a continuous setting mist, they really killed it with that. I was a little on the fence when I first heard about it, but this setting spray is really great for just melting everything together on your face. Like, after I do my makeup, I set with this and it just makes my face just come right together and it just looks beautiful. So this one is definitely a must-have. And then also the CoverGirl All Day Setting Mist. This is very, very similar to the Urban Decay All Nighter. The only difference, or one of the differences, is that this one does have a scent. It has like a very light cucumber scent, which I don't mind. I think is very refreshing. But what this does to your makeup is similar to what the All Nighter setting spray does, in the sense that it is going to set your makeup, lock it in, and prolong the wear of it. It's not going to control oil too much, or really at all, honestly, but it is going to lock in your makeup and keep it in place all day, like all day. This is so good. Okay, so lastly, I have some lip products to share with you guys, and I'm actually very excited to share these. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll up my sleeves because I know I'm gonna be swatching and showing them to you. All of them are nudes. I'll just go ahead and tell you right now. You guys know I am a nude girl, but pretty much, I believe all of the ones I'm gonna share with you, except for one, comes in several different other shades, not just nudes, but I'm just gonna show you guys the nudes because those are the ones that I have been wearing the most. So first up, I have two e.l.f. products. The first one is the e.l.f. times Alyssa Ashley lip gloss. This one I'm pretty sure is still available. I know it's supposed to be limited edition, but I remember they restocked it before Christmas and I think it's still available. I will check for you guys and I will link it down below if it is still available on the e.l.f. website. But this gloss is so good. I mean, look at the pigment. Like, it's so good. I love the color. It's a beautiful everyday gloss that would look gorgeous on a bunch of different skin tones. For me, it's perfect for every day. This is like right up my alley for a mauve nude tone shade. It is beautiful. And then the other one that I have is in the shade Mocha Twist. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss, and this does also come in a bunch of different shades. But this one again is just like a nude kind of mauve tone shade. It's a little bit lighter and not quite as pigmented as the first one. But you can see there, this one is more of like just a neutral nude gloss. Next up, I have the ColourPop lipstick. This is, I don't remember exactly what the exact name of it was, but ColourPop did launch lipsticks in 2018. And I have a couple in my collection, but I just pulled out one. This one is in the shade Pinkies Up. And it is another nude shade. Such a beautiful, beautiful nude. And you guys even saw I like barely did any swipes of this color. And you see the pigment that you get. This one is going to be more on the mauve pink spectrum. I wore like the perfect shirt for this because all of these are going to match me perfectly. But this one is more on the mauve pink side, but it is such a beautiful everyday lip color. The next lippy that I have is the NYX Super Clicky Matte Lipstick, and this was also another product that launched in 2018. And the thing that I really like about this, first of all, the packaging of this is super cool. Basically what you do is you just click the bottom, and when you click it, the product comes up. So that's like really cool. Now the only thing about that is you cannot roll the product down, so you have to be careful with that. But I just thought the overall packaging of this was really cool. And this one is in the shade Conform, and this is what it looks like. A little bit of a more dark kind of mauve plum nude, and super pigmented, like super pigmented, but it applies really smoothly. And these also come in a bunch of different shades. I just picked up one because I was on the fence when I originally purchased this. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, so I just picked up one shade, and then I never made it back to pick up more. But this is a really great lip product, and of course you guys know NYX is super affordable. And then last but not least, I have these from Milani. Nobody talked about these that I saw in 2018, and these are so good. These are the Milani Amore Shine liquid lip colors. I purchased pretty much every single shade in this line because they're that good. And like I said, I really didn't hear anyone really talk about these in 2018. Like, I don't know how they got overlooked, but these are so good. So I pulled out a couple of different shades. I'm just going to swatch one of them because the formula is going to be the same pretty much throughout all the colors. So this one is in the shade Addiction. And you guys, look at this pigment. That's one swipe. So I did go ahead and smooth it out for you guys just to make a little bit of a better swatch so that you can see the color better. But the pigmentation on these is beautiful. They are like lip glosses, but they're like high pigment liquid lipsticks, like liquefied lipsticks. They're not matte, but they're shiny. They're everything, okay? That's what you need to know. They're everything. And if you have not tried them, like I said, they are the Milani Amore Shine liquid lip colors. You need, okay? You need. These are so good. As you can see, super pigmented, super buttery, super smooth. They apply to the lips like butter. They wear really nicely. They're super comfortable on the lips. All of these products really are super comfortable on the lips. And these tones, I mean, They're giving me life. So much life. Alright guys, so that is going to bring us to the end, finally, of my top must-have products for 2018 from the drugstore. If you made it until the end of this video, girl, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I know that it was a long one. This one's probably going to be the longest of all of the ones I've done in my series so far. But of course, it's not split up by category, and it's just all of the products from the drugstore that I thought were bomb for 2018. I did leave out a couple of categories just because I didn't want to overlap too much with other videos that I've already filmed, and I didn't want this video to be too long. So again, definitely go back and check out the other videos that I have filmed so far in this series so that you can get caught up on, you know, the other products that I may not have mentioned in this video for the sake of time. But yeah, I will have everything listed and linked for you guys down below. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. It helps me out a ton. And also, if you have not already, definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red button down below. I would love to have you as part of my fam here on YouTube. And that is all that I have for you guys. So thank you so much again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in my next one.